Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Alexus. We're gonna do a reading on what? We're gonna see when the cards come out. Okay. Obviously by the title of the reading, you should be able to relatively tell what it's gonna be about. But right now, we're just gonna pull cards. Let's call it an alignment reading to make sure or see if you are aligned right now on your path. Okay, so first thing I'm seeing with this card is it's a 42. 2 and 4, that gives me balance, but then also a 6 is about balance. So I feel like the answer to the question is automatically yes, you are never alone. This, what I also set the intention that this reading is going to be for like my entire collective, but the people who need to see it is the people that it will be for. Are we taking reversals? No, we're not taking reversals. Okay, so we have Hug Spirit, let Spiritual be your guide, this and that are true. I'm just pull all these cards out first before I start really reading them. It's hot, y'all. The sun is on my face. But I was like, let me take advantage of this lighting right now. Okay, be loyal to what you love. Okay. So first of all, with the you are never alone card, what I'm really thinking is that you're not the only person in the world to ever experience something. So I think a good way to like confirm, not your bias, I'm hearing bias, but a good way to confirm, like if you're ever going through a situation and you need motivation, a good way to confirm that you're not the only one is to look up like success stories of people getting what you want. Or I just heard if you're trying to manifest a house or a car or etc., look up success stories from people who have done it. Or if you're going through a particular situation where you feel like life is holding you back, look up people who have gone through what you went through and have made it through to the other side. Also, that your spirit guides, your ancestors, are always watching over you. So even if it's a period where you're not connecting with like humans, you still have spirits and ancestors that are watching over you. And please excuse me if I start talking like in a Philly accent. I don't know why I do that. Like sometimes I will talk in a British accent, I will talk in a Philly accent, I will talk in a Baltimore accent. It just depends. You're gonna ignore that and just listen to the message, okay? So let spirit be your guide. That's what I was just saying, like about how you do have spirit guides and ancestors that are watching over you, and even if you cannot find help from humans, let your intuition be your guide. Let spirit be your guide. Like whatever the situation is that you're going through, we're gonna get more into that like specifically in a few minutes, but let the signs and synchronicities of the universe be what guides you into making these decisions, or into like letting things happen for you. This and that are true. Sometimes it is true, and I'm hearing double negative. Like it could be a double negative, something that seems like a double negative. Sometimes like you can need help in a situation and also have it, or sometimes like you can want something and also not want it. I just posted about this on Facebook where I was like, have you ever lost passion for something you used to be like or lost interest, I don't know, something that you used to be crazy about? And it's like you can both be crazy about something, or both be excited to do something and also not want to do it, or both be interested in something but also not have the like motivation or the passion to do this thing. So don't feel bad if it's like something where you really do want it but you also really don't, like, or maybe it's just the avenue that it takes to get it. Like you do want this thing, but it's like the avenue is going to take the typical way that you would get it. You don't care to take that path, or you don't want to take that path. Okay, be loyal to what you love. So if you're not completely in love with the journey, then you know what I hate when people say is that sometimes you have to do things that you don't want or that you don't like to get what you want, and I totally disagree with that. Like I'm never too much going to be doing things that I don't love to do, and I don't also recommend that for nobody else. Like if you don't love something you're doing, then I don't feel like you should pour your heart, your soul, everything into it. Okay, they're saying leave these cards right here, and I'm going to go ahead and clarify more into this. Yeah, okay, just 4, so we need like 4 decks. Okay, I'm thinking about Cardi B, how she made it like through her journey. If you remember her from Love and Hip Hop to where she is now, like on tour and doing her thing. You might be a person that has to overcome, but like obviously it's going to pay off in the end. Should I clarify each of these cards? Okay, so let's clarify. The King of Swords, they come out, so maybe you're a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius watching this. Let's clarify Otter Spirits. You are never alone. The Nine of Pentacles. And look how this lady is alone in her garden. But do you also see the butterfly spirit? Do you also see this little bird spirit, butterfly spirit? Even if you think about the trees as spirit, like, you know, this blue can also represent a connection to the divine. Like, even if you see yourself as physically alone, there's always beings around you. And obviously, like, the more you are tapped into the spirit realm, and the more you are tapped into like the idea of being connected to spirit, is when you will start to see more of that show up in your life. So meaning like meditation, or like, I don't want to just hear chakras. Maybe you could do kundalini. I know every time that I do a kundalini meditation, I start to download more, and I like my intuition gets a lot stronger. So maybe you might want to try that. Go connect to nature, put your feet in the grass, talk to the birds, feed the squirrels, stuff like that, honey. Okay. And I'm hearing some of y'all might not even want to be connected to other people. Like, you just really just don't want to even be around people, but at the same time, that's why this and that are true. Like, it's okay if you do and don't at the same time. Like, that's a perfectly normal thing. Okay, let's clarify. Let spirit be your guide. So we have the Hierophant. No, we're not taking reversals. Okay, so we have the Hierophant, we have the Five of Swords. What this really feels like to me is that you have had a betrayal from like spirit or the universe, or what you feel like is a betrayal. Like, maybe you asked for something, you didn't get it, or something happened in your life where you're like, okay, if I supposedly have all these spirits that love and protect me and why did this happen to me? Like, what really is the tea with that? This also, it doesn't have to be like spirit. When I say spirit, I mean people or things or even energies that are connected to spirit. So this could have been like your pastor. This could have been a trusted advisor, where you're like, if this is, you know, I'm also hearing like someone like a reader. Like, maybe you had a reader who told you information that you thought was like going to pan out one way in your life, and it just happened to be different. Like even could have told you something that you didn't like. A reader told you like, you know, something bad is going to happen, or etc. But I feel like this is really saying to trust your own connection to spirit, trust your own spirit guides, as opposed to like, not to say don't trust readers, but I'm saying like trust yourself first. Does that make sense? Yeah. And okay, we're gonna get a different deck for the last two. Okay, so let's clarify this and that are true. Let's clarify this and that are true. I forgot about reading sniffles. I literally haven't put a reading on YouTube in months. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. This kind of makes sense. Let's just break it down, okay? So with this card, and we're reading like the imagery, but we're also thinking about the symbolism, and we're thinking about regular tarot meanings. So with this specific card with the Seven of Pentacles, right, you see how it's like a bird, and it's like shitting out the coins, or like giving the coins, and they're on top of fire. Like, when we think about the meaning, like I said, behind these cards, or these specific cards, this and that are true, and then we just put it together, it can be true that it's both sunny outside and you collecting coins, and that life is on fire and your wings are breaking off. Like, it's sometimes you just be going through multiple things in life, and I think that's okay. And I think that's really what this is trying to say. Like, don't make yourself feel bad about going through your journey, or don't make yourself feel bad about experiencing life. Like, you know, it might be true that you're both going through, I don't want to say positive and negative things, but yeah, sometimes that's true, that you could be going through both positive and negative things. Like, it's okay for your life to be together, and you might also owe a little bit of taxes, or, you know, you might need to fix your car, or you might need to, you know, you might have wonderful friendships, but you might be going through a breakup. It's a whole bunch of stuff. The Moon card, this gives me like balance. Usually on the Moon card, there's two animals. Yep. We got the two animals. Usually it's like a black and a white one, like on the traditional moon card. It's like a black dog and a white dog, or like a black wolf and a white wolf, like signifying balance of like we go through light and darkness, and sometimes simultaneously, and that's perfectly okay. Like there is things hidden. They're saying hidden in the balance, like not thinking about the journey of what you're going through, but like the overall balance of it all. The lesson is inside of the balance. Like, okay, so this last card, be loyal to what you love. I feel like I clarified that pretty well. They're saying I did. Knight of Swords. I'm gonna take that as a confirmation to like, yeah, when it comes to doing stuff, they're saying be progressive about things that you love to do, versus like don't force yourself to do nothing that you don't want to do. I also did a reading about, not about that, but like a reading about it's okay to outsource. So like say it's something that you're going through and you don't necessarily want to deal with it in a way where it's like personal. Like say you have to type a paper or you have to do some administrative stuff and you don't want to do it, hire somebody to do it. You need to clean up, you don't want to, hire somebody to clean. You need a grocery shop, you don't want to, hire somebody to grocery shop. Like basically little stuff like that, where you spend time doing things that you love and things that you enjoy and things that make you happy, and you outsource the rest of it. Okay, let me see if I can pause this and start a new one. I don't know if I'm done with this reading. Am I done with this? I am done with this. Okay, my bad. I am done with this. I really hope that this resonates or that it helps somebody. I think this is just a sign for you to know that everything is okay. And no matter what you're going through, people go through things. And just appreciate the balance and find examples of people who have similar experiences. To summarize, TLDR. Talk to y'all later.